Guys, it's your girl Wandika. I know it's been months. Like, what month is this? April? Some of you know, if you follow me, if you're a fan of me on Facebook, that part of the reason was that I was doing a lot of work toward the last part of getting my PhD. I will be graduating in May, and I was working on my dissertation, and I did my defense, which was successful, and there were lots of other things going on, lots of other things in terms of being on the job market, and so I didn't dedicate a lot of time to my planners, you know, and making books and sharing those and doing art, and I miss doing that, but there was just not enough time to do it. And while I did go back to my big style, you know, like I like pictures and like random collages and stuff, I didn't get to do too much collaging. In fact, I don't think I did much of that. I think I may not have done any collaging, but I added pictures and stuff to my to-do lists, you know, and it is in books that I've made. So yeah, I did go back to that style, and I kept room where I could write a little bit about the day or a little bit about the pictures. So there are some that have a little bit more as it relates to, you know, doing sort of the Omni journal thing, and somewhere the pages is just the date. I didn't put anything. So you'll see, it might be a little bit crazy, you know, if you've been following me for a while and you see what I've done. But this has been a strange and very, you know, hectic and wonderful and interesting few months, and so I think that's why, you know, my planner may reflect that. Anyway, I want to show you what I've done anyway, and show you what I will be doing for this month, which is my birthday month. And I don't know why I'm so excited to be getting old, but anyway, I'm going to show you that, and you know, just talk you through a bit of what was going on. And I mean, I'm just really exhausted, and it takes a lot for me to come on here sometimes when I edit a video, and I just couldn't do it I had to take a break, and I know you understand. And I missed you guys too, because there are some of you saying that you miss seeing me on here, and you know, that made me happy that you guys didn't forget about me and that you still care about what I do. And so I don't know when the next video will be, but I wanted to show you what I've done from January until now, and what I may be doing for the rest of this month. Alright, so stick with me and I'll show you my planners. Alright, so I have you guys saw that I started with a traveler's notebook. That didn't work out, where I just had a to-do list. So I decided I was gonna include, you see, I haven't even added anything. In the last book I had stuff here. I need to look back on what that was. So I told you that it's gonna be unfinished, but I figured I'd show you something rather than nothing all this time. So I did have some of these that I showed you in the last video, and I still ended up using them in here too. This was space for me to write about the day. Didn't get around to that. Because I was using the traveler's notebook, that's why I have these small Instax photos, but they got bigger as we went along, you know. And I tried to have a page across, as you guys know. So yeah, lots of page. So this was my plan, was that, you know, I have the feature of the to-do list, the date, picture, some kind of quote or something, and then I would write about the day. Didn't get around to it, but you know, I think there were some. I want to show you one where I actually did more stuff. It was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This was the day of the hard freeze. But I mean, it snowed in the south this day. I think it was the second time that it snowed that for the season. I guess it was in this book. But yeah, there was one where, yeah, so this shows like pictures of the day. Oh, I thought I was so cute that day. Little sticker, and then I was gonna write about the day, and I started, but then I got distracted, you know. So that, and I tried to keep the receipts and put them in here, and for the first time in a while, this was what I was trying to achieve, you know. Funny that it happened on the last day of January, but where I have, you know, stuff that I wanted to do and little things about the day and pictures, and you know, this is how I used to do things, and this is how I would do every single day, but that did not work out. The other thing to note too is that normally I have one month per book, but with this I said I was going to do as many as could hold. I mean, I won't go through everything. I think you get the gist, you know. So I was getting back into it, but you know, you see, like this day, nothing, and now I don't even remember what happened on that day. That's what I hate. The thing is that the reason I do this is so that I can relive the day and relive the good things and try to remember. Yeah, this was when I went to watch Black Panther. I was gonna write about that, you know, didn't get around to that either. So, just a picture on this day. You guys, I can't believe how, you know, I just kind of let things fall off like this. You know, yeah. Hopefully on my downtime, like this is now spring break. That's why I think you're even seeing me, because otherwise because I still have a million papers to mark now that I think about it. Okay, and this book I made, I mean, I had another one like this, but it wasn't exactly, and I said I was gonna do all of them the same because I like some kind of continuity. Like, so here it is where I have some tea-dyed paper that I was gonna, and I think I may do this for May, and I have this where I will just put it in the label in here, and here's this that you know, I took out the inside so I could do that with it as well. I don't know, we'll have to see. But part of the reason why I even decided to go this way is that I got these what you call these, like where you put the labels, and I thought I could do this for each month now, and so this one I made specially. The same thing where you have a lot of blank stuff going on too, where I'm hoping that one day I can go back to it, you know. This was when I went to Tampa for a writers conference. I met up with, these were two of my Kimbilio fellows and new friends, and you know, I made these into pockets for the receipts that I have. And so I made it smaller too because I realized that I just wasn't filling up the pages, you know. This was when I went to do my reading at the conference, and we found a Jamaican restaurant because, you know, it was Florida, so it was much easier for us to find something like that there than where I am in Louisiana. So pictures and And to-do lists, I didn't write down any. When this was me getting back to poetry, because I had stopped writing poetry for like 5 years, but I went back to it because I got a little bit more time, and I think too a little confidence after the conference and talking to people about why I stopped writing poetry and why I just focused on only my fiction. But yeah, so this was my defense day, and took pictures, and I still had work to do because I was working on a submission for a journal, so I just went up and had like a quick dinner, and I didn't want to just go home after, so I took myself to get some of my favorite at Panera. You know, it wasn't anything fancy, but yeah, you know, yeah. Oh, I told you guys that because this was a 1919 like tearaway calendar, when it got to February 29th, I had to take off because it no longer corresponded with the days, because for 2018 it did up to 29th, because that was a leap year, 1912, but this isn't, and so it kind of changed things in that way. So I cut off all the bottoms. I kept them because then I will put whichever day corresponds. I can't find the rest of the pack for April, but I'll keep looking because I have for the whole year. So yeah, this was when I went to go get sized for my gown, and the guy said, "Are you gonna wear your hair like that? Because I have to measure your head so that the cap will fit." I said, "Let me see how it looks," and so I snapped a picture, and I said, I need to have a picture for this day, so I'm gonna use this picture for today. Yeah, this was we had a conference here in Lafayette, and these are some Africans, well, faculty and students from the University of West Florida, I think. And we all sat at the same table. It was so nice to see, you know, the diversity here, because normally we don't, you know, normally it's just me and one other person of color in the room. So it was nice to have these visitors, and I was going to write something about that. And this was me presenting one of my presenting my paper at the conference. I asked one of them, "Can you snap me while I'm up there?" But yeah, I am obsessed with the soups at Panera Bread. Really, really good. I was surprised. I'm like, all this time I would pass and I never went in, and they had these great soups. Like, this is turkey chili. But anyway, I hope to go back though and fill in and write stuff. It's just, you know, of course the pictures tell. Working on a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of space. So it's one of my committee members and my advisor, my academic advisor, she was really proud of me after the defense. So I said I would. So that's March, you know, or some of March documented. And I decided, this was in my store, and I said I don't have any time to make another book, but this is kind of floral, and you know, it's spring, and so I would use this one. So I decided to do this, and I just put down the calendar here. And then, you know, we found, and the reason I was so glad about this is that it was already made. All of these little pops of color and stuff were there. I just need to write and put down pictures. I won't have to worry about it. I like the color scheme on this, so I kept it. I know, weird, but I kept it. And see, now it's a pocket. Alright. And this was yesterday and today, and yeah, so I can't find, I'm gonna have to find something for the dates for this month. But yeah, I like that it is ready to go. I don't have to worry about anything. And all these pops of color, that's like screams spring. I don't know what I'm gonna do for May. I hope that I'll get some time to work that out before you know. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, guys. I have not been doing a lot, and I did find some of these at the Dollar Tree, like regular ruled paper, and I took off the cover and I laminated it, and I put in some tea dye. Well, these are avocado skin dye. I had some of these and just put it because I figured that this would make a great pocket memory thing, because I'm going to go to New Orleans soon and I haven't really been there, even though I've been in Louisiana for almost 6 years now. I've gone there a couple times to go through the airport, but you know, so I'm gonna, I mean, it says other things, but the reason I got it was because I saw that. I'm like, I probably should use this as a quick, because it's a really quick trip. And so I said I would use this. The thing is that I don't have this size traveler's notebook, like the leather cover that you guys knew I was obsessed with for a while. I think I really go through stages, because there was a time when I was just obsessed with junk journals. Everything has to be a junk journal. And then I like the one signature book, and then I found out about traveler's notebooks, and I was like, wait a minute, this is amazing. And then I have, you know, I've started to make my own and bought leather covers all over the place, found out about different booklets and made these little booklets. And the laminated thing, I really like that, because I was like, I hate when these kind of just bend over, but I'm so glad that I have my own laminating machine that I can just use as well. So yeah, I haven't done anything more. I mean, that's it to show you for now. I hope though that I will find some more time to make some books, and that should be coming soon. I don't know when, guys. I don't know when. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Alright, thanks so much for sticking around. It means so much to me that you guys still care about the things that I do, and you still want to see my work, even though it's just really, it pales in comparison to the like very complicated and complex like pages I used to do. But at least you see, you know, this is something that can happen sometimes when you don't really, you know, take enough time for this kind of stuff. And I really think that I'm gonna get back to that. But at least you guys can understand that. Don't pressure yourself too much if you're like me and you're just having a really crazy hectic time, that all you have to do, all you want to do is like just like slap down a picture and do a to-do list. It's fine, you know, it's your journal, it's your planner, you work with it how you want. I even thought about going for those like preset planners. Yeah, I was thinking of doing one of those. I'm like, yeah, that's not me. I mean, I know that I won't have a lot of time, and all I probably need is a square, but I don't know, I just hate the idea of being boxed in, because you saw that some of the pages were a little bit blank, so I guess that probably wouldn't have helped. But anyway, don't forget to still check out my website. From time to time I will be populating it with books. I have this great idea where I want to, before the end of the year, I want to do like 100 journals, but I don't know what's gonna happen after May. I don't know where I'll be, I don't know what I'll be doing, I don't know, my life could be completely different, could be the same, but I had that idea because I've been saving all of this stuff. You know, I keep the food package boxes, and I have all this paper, and you know, all these different fancy paper, and you know, and I keep all of the other drawing paper and stuff. So, and I love tea dye, and I have a bunch of tea dyed paper that's already, you know, different sizes, and so I have the materials. It's just, when am I gonna get the time to do it? I really need to dedicate some time for it. Alright guys, it was great being back and talking to my camera again. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. walk good.